Hi, this is Todd with Free Indeed Ministries, and we are here today to talk about, can we be free from sexual sin? And at Free Indeed Ministries, we definitely believe that you can. Why? Because Jesus said he came to set the captives free. So what does it mean to be free from sexual sin? Let's talk about that. Does it mean that we're going to be sinless? And the answer is absolutely not. The only time we're going to be sinless is when we get glorified and God makes us like Jesus in heaven, delivered from the very presence of sin. That's not in this life. So that's not what we mean by being free from sexual sin. Doesn't also mean that we're going to be tempted to sin sexually. No, we know that that's the case because Jesus himself was tempted in every way, and yet he remained sinless. And so as long as we live in this world, we are going to be tempted to sin. So when we say you can be free from sexual sin, what do we mean? We mean simply this, that you will no longer be dominated by the thoughts of sex. It won't control your mind. There won't be a preoccupation with sexual thoughts. A lust that consumed our time and energy will no longer be part of who we are. Objectifying women or men, as the case may be in your situation, is not who you are. It's not what you do. The cords of sin have been severed. The compulsive behaviors that we're ashamed of are no longer part of who we are. Can this be yours? The answer is absolutely yes. We say emphatically so. And the reason is this, because this battle takes place in the mind. Paul stated it this way, that the mindset on the flesh is death, but the mindset on the spirit is life and peace. And so we can retrain our minds. In fact, this is one of the three core elements of Free Indeed Ministries, that there's a rigorous retraining of our minds. And that's not just stopping to think about the sexual thoughts. That's putting God's word back into our minds and retraining it, and so that it'll be conformed by God, transformed and made new. And what this does is creates new neural pathways in our minds. And God can do this. He can rewire our brains. And scientifically, this has been shown to be the case. And those cords of sin can be severed. Like, what would it look like in your life today if you no longer thought about sex all the time? What would it be like for your relationship to your spouse, or how you were present with your kids emotionally? How would your thoughts allow you to engage people on a daily basis if this wasn't part of your pattern? Well, we at Free Indeed Ministries don't believe that you had to slip back into sexual sin. Why is that? It seems to be the normal pattern in so many other places, but the reason is this. Jesus, when he talked with the woman at the well in John 4, he said, "You're forgiven, go and sin no more." So you don't have to fall back. You don't have to have recovery relapse. We're no longer addicted to that binge purge cycle. And the reason is God has something for you. And it's this, freedom. Jesus died for it. If you find that hard to believe, as many do, then I invite you, come, see what's happening in our rooms, join a group, and start the process of getting freedom in your mind and watch what it does for your life and family. God bless you.